You're watching Radio Free Nation, independent digital media. For more, visit www.myradiofreenation.com.
Hi everybody, this is Marty from Radio Free Nation here with a tip. Now, a couple of people emailed me on asking how do I make these birch trees I have here. Well, I'm going to show you. It's pretty easy and very inexpensive. Now, you're going to need some black and white paint, a little Elmer's glue, some of this lichen stuff. You can pick it up at your local hobby store, made by Woodland Scenics, as you can see right there. It's very inexpensive. Under $10 you get this big bag. There are smaller bags available, so I've already set aside a little bit of that. Go out in your yard, pick up a stick, preferably one that has a branch or two on it. I got this straight stick, but bear with me. You'll get your white paint on the, I'm just using a paper plate here, and I've got two brushes. I've got a fine brush and a little thicker brush. Now the thicker brush is to apply my white paint with, and so I dip it in my white paint here. I've already got a little on there, and then I will paint the stick. And so you just go over it and you paint it until it's white, until it's covered. So anyway, since I've already got that here represented in the stick here, I won't do it over again. Then you take the fine brush, I'm going to use the fine brush here, and you paint these little marks on your tree. Marks like you'd see on a birch tree. Very simple to do, very easy. Doesn't have to be perfect, because in nature trees aren't perfect. And then you've got this glue, Elmer's glue here. Take a little bit of that out, put it on the plate there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a little bit of that Elmer's glue onto this stick that I have here. So all I have to do is I'm going to use my fingertip in this instant, but I'm applying it pretty thick because I want this stuff to stick. So I put it on there. Now you can do this with a brush or anything else. You don't have to use your finger. And I'll take a little bit of this lichen stuff, and I just more or less just stick it on there. Okay? Clump it together. You can even dip this lichen into the glue and then stick it right onto the tree. And if you want more realism, you can put this at a different, put some of this stuff at a different spot on the tree. Now I try to run with the grain, so you see the little branches on the lichen, the little, I don't know what you call these, stems coming off here. You know, have them going in the same direction as the tree. And then, you know, I know there's some flaws here, but we're going to fix those up. I'll put a little bit more glue on here. Lay it on heavy because you want this stuff to stick on here pretty good. I'm just going to pat it in a little bit. You can wear those plastic rubber gloves if you want for this job, if it seems a little dirty to you or whatever. I'm going to add a little bit more here. Maybe off to the side or whatever. But anyway, basically, you know, and I realize this isn't quite right here. Epic fail. No, I'm going to try to, there you go, that's a little bit better. If I can get it to stay. Kind of a first attempt, but you get it. And then what I would do is I'd clean this up, put a little bit more on that, and just gradually go this tipped. And I wouldn't leave this like hanging like that, but I'd attach a little bit more as I go, and then your end result will be something like this. And you can use different color ones. Now birch trees, if you go and buy them, they come pre-packaged. They're very expensive. So this is just one solution I wanted to bring to you guys, or one method. But here is, and I know it's not the greatest job in the world, but it's got a ways to go, but you just generally get the idea. Now these paints I bought come cheap at Walmart. I think they're 50 cents a piece. I got a couple of different colors here. You can buy the bigger bottles if you want. The brushes are very cheap as well, and the glue is obviously cheap. Your most expensive thing in this is going to be this Woodland Scenics lichen, depending on how much of it you need. And then, you just get the sticks from your yard. It's not that tough, and just paint them up and add the little stripes in there. You can add brown stripes or whatever if you want. Peel back some of that. So I'll have another video shortly on some weathering I recently did, so stay tuned for that. Hey, thanks for watching.
You're watching Radio Free Nation, independent digital media. For more, visit www.myradiofreenation.com.